Talk about disloyalty towards the United States. Talk about borderline becoming a traitor. You've got the people in and around Biden now who are trying to prop him up, particularly in the White House. Karine Jean-Pierre and the rest of the clowns over there. She literally looks like a clown, frankly. It's a bad joke. I mean, people don't take her seriously, but she is the press spokesperson. And they're telling us what great health Joe Biden is in, how he's completely lucid, sharp as a tack. Anybody knows that. Anybody with an IQ over 10 can figure out that that's not the truth. But here's what's really scary. These people are trying to preserve their jobs, their standing with the White House. They're putting their own personal interest ahead of the interest of the United States at a time that we face wars in two parts of the world, Ukraine, which Biden spoke to today, as well as in the Middle East. And the United States is, through Biden, is intervening in both of those in a way that is not very productive for our national security. But if you put that on top of the fact that Biden is incapable of being president, his own attorney general allowed a report to be released that says that he's basically a zombie at this point, a walking dead, and you have these people trying to prop him up, people in the media as well. These people are traitors. And this is what we're dealing with today. And where are those traitors coming from? They're coming from the left. The left in this country has become so radical, radical socialists, radical communists, radical atheists, radical blacks, radical members of the Marxian Jewish left, radical feminists, radical LGBTQ plus, whatever the heck plus means, and radicals of all varieties are taking this country down. And regardless of what you think of President Trump, and I think he's done a very good job, he made an unfortunate remark about Russia attacking Ukraine if NATO doesn't pay. He means these things tongue in cheek. He doesn't mean them seriously, but he should couch things in a different way. Don't give the Democrats and Biden any ammunition. That notwithstanding, Trump is not a national security risk. If Trump was here, I believe he's correct. We wouldn't have wars in Ukraine. We wouldn't have wars in the Middle East right now. They wouldn't have dared. And for that matter, Iran is about 1 week away from a nuclear weapon. North Korea already has tens of nuclear weapons. This country and the world is at great, great peril right now. Biden must leave immediately. He must resign, and they must find a way to get rid of Kamala Harris, who is frankly almost as stupid, perhaps more stupid, than even Joe Biden. That's my message for today. We, the American people, need to rise up. We are not being served by our leaders. We have corrupt leaders. We have corrupt judges in the federal court, in particular in the District of Columbia and on this appellate court. We have bar associations attempting to remove conservative lawyers and activists so we can't fight in the courts. We need to fight hard. We need to not bend. We need to have resolve. We cannot be afraid. This country is on the verge of extinction. And just today, the stock market's crashing, almost 800 points down as of the last time I looked, because inflation is up and people do not have confidence in Joe Biden as the so-called president of the United States. The stock market is in free fall. Consequently, it's time to rise up. Go to freedomwatchusa.org. Join our Justice League. Get my book, It Takes a Counter-Revolution. Wake Up, America. Join our citizens' grand juries. If you haven't been convicted of a felony and can agree to be fair, we need to try these criminals, have them convicted, have them sentenced, and throw them where the sun don't shine, with law enforcement carrying out the convictions. We have convictions of Joe Biden for bribery from Ukraine communist, China, and Russia. We have convictions of Joe Biden for negligent homicide in Afghanistan, what he did there, resulting in deaths of hundreds of individuals, if not thousands, with his precipitous brain-dead pullout without any thought, and also sending a drone to attack 7 innocent children who were part of our Afghan allies that he killed, including a 3-year-old. This man is the worst president ever. He is a criminal. His family are criminals. He has criminals working for him. And then he has clowns like Karine Jean-Pierre in the White House and others who are trying to prop him up. And then he has the leftist media. Make no mistake about it. We are at war with the left. One side is going to win and one side will lose. And we have to make sure peacefully and legally that it's our side that wins. The left needs to be relegated to the ash heap of history. They've destroyed every country that they've sunk their teeth into, their hooks into, whether it's Venezuela, whether it's Cuba, whether it's the Soviet Union, you name it. They are an anathema to our continued existence in this country. And those people who support the left, who are leftists, they are a threat, but be peaceful and be legal. Don't start anything, but we'll finish it in the courts and in the court of public opinion. God bless you. God bless America. God save America. Remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. Join Freedom Watch to defeat the left. Frankly, there's no such thing as a good leftist, but we will deal with it peacefully and legally. God bless you again. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves.